there, Richard. I just wanted to let you know that the welcome ceremony at the preschool went great. I really do wish that you could have made it, though. There were actually a bunch of other dads there.
Oh, really? But it's a weekend. I would have thought that the men would be at work or something, unless the school is just full of bum parents.
Oh, come on, Richard. Don't be like that. They probably just took the day off to see their kids start school.
Well, that's a bit silly. I mean, it's only preschool. I don't think I could ever waste my time off on something as silly as that. Honestly, the whole thing is just a waste of time anyways, if you ask me. I would much rather be at work getting more important things done.
I see. Well, I guess I didn't realize that that's how you felt about it. But I can't say that I'm surprised. You certainly are dedicated to your work.
Well, of course I am. I'm the man of the house, and our job is to work for our families. But anyways, how was the preschool? Did it seem like a good place? I know that you took a lot of time picking out which school to send Junior to. Did the teachers seem nice and responsible?
Yeah, the whole place seemed okay to me. I didn't really see anything that would be a problem, I don't think.
You don't think? Well, how about you open your eyes and start taking a good look? This is where we're going to be leaving our kid all day. If you think there's going to be something that makes the school a bad fit, then we should go and look for another one.
Well, it's only the first day of preschool, so I think that Junior is going to have to get used to this place first. But in terms of first impressions, I really liked what I saw, and I really don't foresee any problems here.
Well, just make sure that you really try and take it all in and don't miss any details, because I really have no problem pulling Junior out and finding a better school for him.
But I think that Junior is already having a good time here. I mean, you know how kids are, but he's already playing with some other boys. I really think we should just give him some time here to see how he likes it himself.
Well, I'm just saying that we need to be careful thinking about what kind of school we send our kid to. I want to make sure that he's going to get a good education before we dedicate ourselves to one, because it's going to be a whole process to pull him out if we wait a half a year to pass.
I get that, but I don't really think preschool is all about education, you know?
Well, they should be. What's the point of sending a child to school if they aren't going to learn anything? Kids need to start being taught about the world from a very young age, or else they'll grow up not knowing anything.
I'm not saying Junior won't be taught anything, but I think that preschool is as much about making friends, playing, and being creative as it is learning.
And just what in the world do any of those other things have to do with learning at all, huh? It's a school, so they should be being educated.
But classroom learning isn't the only way that a child, especially one so young, can learn. There's a lot of learning that can be done through play and art and things like that. Maybe if you were here, you could see how much Junior is enjoying it.
Well, I'm busy with work, and besides, taking care of those sort of things are your job. So just make sure to not screw up. Got it?
Okay then. I'll ask the teachers a few questions about their curriculum and what they teach. Is there anything in particular that you want me to ask them about?
Actually, yes. Now that you mention it, I want to know if they teach any foreign languages there, and if they have any sports clubs as well. If there are any other moms there, I want you to ask them about what they think of the school, and if they think it's been good for their children, okay?
Yeah, sure. I can do all that. But I feel like even if they had foreign languages classes, that would be enough. I mean, our kid is only just starting preschool. I know you want them to learn a lot, but you've got to give them time to develop some more.
What are you saying? That my kid is slow or something? That he's going to need more time to learn? If this school can't teach my kid from a young age, that's their fault.
Richard, please. I think that you're being just a little unreasonable. I mean, Junior will learn things, that's a given.
Well, you seem to not be so sure about it just a little while ago. So if anything goes wrong with this place, it'll be on you.
Wait a second. How will any of this be my fault?
Let's think about that. Which one of us went to a great college, and which one of us went to a second-rate college? I'm not going to let my son grow up stupid like you.
Okay, maybe I didn't go to some Ivy League school like you, but that's not fair to call me an idiot.
I'm just saying that kids need to become competitive quick in order to survive in this world. If a kid gets left behind, then they're basically signing their own death warrant. No, ask around and make sure that we're making the right choice with this school. And don't make me tell you to do this again. Hey, Maggie, did you make sure to send that package to my mom's house?
Yeah, I think it just arrived. Or at least I got a message saying that it did.
Well, that's good to hear. Did you have a chance to talk to my mom? How is she doing?
She says that her leg is still really bothering her, but that she is otherwise okay.
That's a relief. I just hope she gets over this fast.
Of course. Although after the package arrived, your mom sent me a bunch of money. Is this okay? I only ask because she gave us quite a bit of money when Junior started at preschool as well.
Yeah, of course you should take the money. My mom hurt her leg. You're helping her. You deserve an award, don't you think?
Well, of course I'm grateful to be able to help your mom. But I just know that she's been going through a lot, what with your relative that passed away. I know that your mom wasn't even able to go to the funeral because of her bad leg.
Ah, that's fine. She didn't need to go that in her condition. Besides, she just could have sent you there in her place, and that would have worked out fine.
Richard, please! You know that your mom really did want to be there. Besides, you can't just take the place of someone at a funeral.
Oh my gosh, it's not even that big a deal. It's fine.
Well, you might not think so, but thanks to all the running around I've been doing today, I am stuck in traffic and might not be able to pick up Junior on time. Do you think that you could go and pick him up for me instead?
Hold a second. You want me to go and pick up our son from his preschool?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I'm stuck in this traffic, and I know that your office isn't all that far from the school. Even your mom told me to ask you since she didn't want me driving recklessly to get there.
Did my mom really tell you to ask me to go and pick up Junior for you?
Yeah, of course she did. So can you please do this for me, Richard? It would help a lot.
Well, I guess if that's what my mom asked me to do, then I'll do it. But only today. You got it?
Yes, thank you so much. This is a huge help. In that case, I'll just head back to your mom's and help put things away for the funeral. I know that your mom is probably wanting the company anyways.
Great. Just make sure that you don't embarrass me in front of any other relatives that might still be there at my mom's house.
I know, you've got a reputation to uphold and all that. But, I had no idea that your mom lived in such a huge house.
Well, both of my parents' families come from quite a bit of money, so it shouldn't be all that surprising. I guess you could say that I'm blue-blooded.
I know that you'd told me that before, but I still just didn't know what to expect. And her house is full of so many nice things.
Yeah, I suppose a commoner like you has probably never even been close to being in a place like that before. But don't touch anything in my mom's house. You got it? It's all very expensive, and if you break anything, then it's going to be humiliating for me.
Of course, I won't touch or move anything. You've got nothing to worry about there. Besides, your mama's going to be there. She'll make sure I don't get into trouble.
She better, and you better obey whatever she tells you to do. Remember, you're there to help her, and you should try to get her to like you while you do. After all, I'm my mom's eldest child, and you're my wife, so you have to be on your best behavior at all times.
Man, could you put any less pressure on me for this, Richard?
So what are you going to do? Are you going to spend the night there or come back after a while?
I think your mom already has her guest house set up for other guests there, so I was probably going to get home around 7?
Just make sure that you get home with enough time to make dinner. Got it? Because I'm not going to pick up the kid and cook for you.
Hey there, Richard. I just wanted to let you know that I'm leaving your mom's place. I was going to stop by the grocery store and pick up something on the way home. Do you still need dinner?
Hey, what's the big idea here? Huh? What's going on? Why is Junior like this?
Sorry, what do you mean by that? What's going on with Junior? Is everything okay?
Well, I went to the preschool to pick up Junior, and he was way calmer than the rest of the kids in his class. He was hardly even speaking. What's the matter with our son? Has he not learned how to speak yet? What are they teaching him at this preschool?
Well, I guess he's just a little shy. Kids develop at different rates, you know?
Okay, but my kid should be developing at a faster rate than the other ones. How could you let this happen to our own child?
Richard, I've noticed it as well and have talked to the teachers about it. They said that they see this all the time. But they also say that in the 6 months he's been there, that Junior has grown in many other ways.
What does it matter what way he grown if he can't even speak?
I think we just need to give our child time to do this on his own. We just need to be there and foster a good and comfortable learning environment for him.
Oh, give me a break. What kind of crap have you been reading that says that? You really think I'm going to sit here and let you turn my son stupid?
I really think that you're blowing this all out of proportion, Richard. The teachers tell me this fixes itself with time.
And since when are preschool teachers medical professionals, huh? You might as well ask someone on the street for their opinion.
You really don't think that the teachers here wouldn't know what to look for just through their experience? Do you know how many kids they've had to take care of and how many different issues they faced?
All that experience, and they still couldn't prevent my son from not being able to talk. Some good it did us, huh? Now he's probably going to be like this for the rest of his life.
Richard, I seriously don't think that's what's going to happen with Junior.
My son, look how they massacred my boy. We'll just have to try and make a new child now, I suppose. No point in holding out any hope for Junior.
What are you talking about? How could you say that about our own son?
This is all your fault, you know. Something must have gone wrong with him while he was in your womb.
Okay, now you're really taking this too far. Our son is 3 years old. He is still growing. You need to calm down and let this process unfold over the time that it takes to do so.
No, my son should be speaking by now, but he's not. Now the whole school knows he's a failure with your horrible genes.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Well, it's obviously your fault. My parents both come from very prestigious bloodlines, which means that the problem must be all your fault.
Our son is literally 3 years old. Why are you jumping to all of these outlandish conclusions? Richard isn't stupid. I don't have bad genes and things are going to be just fine. I can't believe that you honestly suggested giving up on Richard and having another child. They aren't commodities. We don't just make new ones when the ones we have are disappointing us.
Quit wasting time making excuses. You and I need to keep having kids over and over again until we finally make a good one.
Don't you remember the issues that I had just giving birth to Junior? I was losing so much blood, I could have died.
I don't care what it costs. You will keep having babies. I'm not going to let your weak body distort my genes.
I didn't distort anything, and that's so offensive of you to even say that. Besides, it's my life, and you can't order me to have your children. Richard, are you there? I was just curious about this paperwork that arrived from an adoption agency.
That's right. I want you to take Junior and drop him off at the return address. It's high time that we get rid of this defective little brat.
Richard, what on earth are you talking about? You can't be serious about this. This is your son.
Well, what other choice do I have? My son is a little screw-up. You ruined him with your bad genes, and now he's never ever going to speak for the rest of his life. In fact, you can take our dumb son, pack up your bags, and leave too. I'm going to find a woman with better genes to make a child with.
You really are just taking this way too far. Do you know that? How could you even ask me to do something like that? The only mistake I've made around here was ever thinking that you could be a good father. You do nothing to help, and the minute you run into a little trouble, you choose to give up.
Don't you dare and try to spin this to be about me. I didn't do anything wrong at all, and you know it.
Are you sure about that? Because I bet if there was anything genetically wrong with our child, it came from you. But I would never even suggest that about our boy because I love him and think he's perfect the way he is. You're the one who wasn't raised right. You didn't get a proper education, and now you're blaming me for the problems that you have.
What in the world are you even talking about? You don't know anything about anything.
Well, then why are you doing this? Why are you treating your wife and son this way? Because this isn't the way that a father should treat his child, or a husband his spouse. Don't you have any shame about any of this at all? I mean, where in the world did I wrong you raising you like this? Honestly, I have no idea how my own son ended up being so awful.
Your own son? Wait a second. Is that you, Mom?
Of course it's your mother. I'm here with Maggie because she's been telling me all the horrible ways you've been treating her and Junior.
But wait, is that really you, Mom? Please, you have to understand. I wasn't going to let Maggie drag our family down.
And in what possible way would she be dragging our family down?
Well, I just mean that it's her bad genes that made Junior the way that he is. Can't you understand that she's no good for our family?
Richard, you have no room to stand out to be saying anything about your son and wife. You're in the wrong here, and you've made me so ashamed to be your mother. I mean, you're not even human.
Mom, are you really ashamed of me? Please tell me it isn't so. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Honestly, of all your siblings, I've always had the most trouble with you. You've always just been so selfish. Maybe I should have been worried when you were little and never showed any sympathy towards anything.
Well, what does showing sympathy get you in this world? It's a waste of emotional energy that I don't have time for.
Well, a healthy and well-adjusted adult wouldn't think like that about other people. You should be wanting to be there for your wife and be eager to help your child grow.
But what's the point of wasting time with a kid who's already screwed up? What would be the point?
The point is that you married Maggie and you had a child with her, and that's your family. Honestly, why can't you be more like your younger brother? You know that everyone thinks this way about you, right? Everyone just can't believe the way that you've been treating your own wife.
What is that supposed to mean? You already told our relatives about this? That was so fast.
Well, I had to work fast to make sure that you would have nobody on your side that you could convince to be supporting you. The whole family agreed that if this is the way that you're going to act, then you don't deserve to be part of this family. After all, if anyone is going to denigrate our family name, it's going to be you.
Wait, no, you can't be serious about that. You're not just going to stop talking to me just like that, right? What's going to happen?
You really don't get it, do you? You brag all the time about the amazing schools that you went to, but you don't have anything to show for it.
I know what being cut off means. You're not really going to do it, right? Please. You can't just drop this kind of decision on me like it's nothing.
I'm afraid that I can and just have. If you weren't ready for the shock, you've had all this time to adjust your behavior. But now you should just be a man and accept your punishment. And if you really thought it was okay to be treating your family that way, then this is all the more reason to cut you off.
Maggie, what is this you've left on the table? Why aren't you home right now?
I take it you're back then. I'm not at home because I'm never going back there. I packed up my bags and left with Junior just like you suggested I do. Remember? As for what's on the table, I'm sure you can figure out that they're divorce papers.
But you were just with my mom, right? What was all that about?
Well, I thought I'd tell her about the way you've been treating Junior and I. Then she was the one who suggested the divorce. And before long, she told me that I had the backing of your whole family in this decision.
I still can't believe that my mom was able to tell everyone so quickly. I knew she liked to gossip, but...
Well, it wasn't really that hard. After all, there are still plenty of people in town now that the funeral is done.
So then that's how she was able to talk to so many relatives so quickly. But that's not fair. I'm not even there to defend myself.
You were the one that said you didn't want to waste any time with something like a funeral anyways.
But that's not fair. I'm really busy with work. Why should I have to go?
Because even if you don't like it, these people are still your family, and this is a time when families should come together. I mean, even your little brother is here. But don't worry. Plenty of people have commented on your absence. I guess I didn't realize you were already so unpopular with your family already.
So then you're telling me that my whole family is there. I'm basically the one person who isn't there right now with my mom.
That's right. And I've made sure to tell them all that despite reminding you about this over and over again that you said you'd rather work.
But that's not fair. I mean, it's what I said, but you shouldn't be telling other people that.
Well, it's a bit late to do anything about it now. Especially now that everyone already knows all that they need to.
But how do you know people won't start spreading more rumors about me? What have you done? You've ruined me.
I didn't do anything. You've done this all to yourself, and it's time you accept responsibility. You've always thought you were so perfect thanks to your perfect pedigree. But now not even your family wants you.
So you're going to just leave me like this? Please, Maggie, you can't do this. Please don't leave me. I didn't mean for this to happen.
After that, Richard drove all through the night to arrive at his mom's house the next day. But some of his cousins prevented him from going in the house. They told him that he wasn't welcome there anymore, and that he'd forfeited his position as his mom's eldest child. Even Richard's own mother told me how grateful she was that she had a son younger than Richard. I also heard through the grapevine that Richard's work life started to fall apart after that, and finally he was forced to quit his job. Then came our divorce. We split our assets, and I was able to get full custody of Junior after presenting to the court Richard's attempt to give him up for adoption. Now he has to pay for child support every single month. To do so, Richard had to find a job quickly. Now I hear that he lives in a cramped little apartment doing his best to make ends meet and keep up with his legal obligations. As for Junior and I, after the divorce, I thought about moving, but didn't want to pull Junior out of his preschool. I was glad that I didn't, because a month after we stopped living with his father, Junior spoke his first words. Now it's more difficult to get him to stop talking than it is the other way around. In some ways, I wish Richard could be here to see it.
Why did my mom call me crying after you went to her house?
Your mother is dramatic. I told her that I forgot to buy her chocolates because I was running late for my appointment. I got to her house. She scolded me for forgetting the chocolates. So, I offered to go back to the store and get them for her. But she said that there was no use because I'm useless. Then your little sister Jenny came back home from school, and she said that she was hungry, so I made her some food and had some for myself. I left enough food for your mom.
You can't leave cold food for my mother. What's wrong with you, Alicia? You are not the same woman that I married. These days, you have crazy mood swings, and you're forgetful.
I'm fine, honey. Look, I am sorry that I was having a bad day today, and I might have been a little mean to your mom.
That's not the problem. The problem is that you cooked her expensive lamb without asking for permission.
But Jenny said that I could and that she wanted some lamb.
So you're going to follow Jenny's orders? Why did she not cook for herself? She's 20 years old. You really disappointed me today.
I really am sorry. I only want what's best for the family. I am also not used to some of your family, so I apologize if it seems like I don't care about your mom and sister.
You better learn to respect them, or else I might have to do something that I don't want.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that you knew what kind of man I was when you married me. You knew how important my family was. You're the one that wanted us to have a house of our own when we got married. I indulged that, but you knew that my mom had arthritis and she needed to be taken care of.
Are you threatening me with divorce? Sebastian, I've been a loyal and loving wife to you for more than 3 years now. I take care of shopping for your mom and clean the house because your sister's busy with school. I suggested we move because your job was further away and we would save a lot of transport money.
Gosh, I know. Please tell me all the things you did and had to give up because of me. I'm not saying that I'll divorce you. I'm letting you know that if push comes to shove and I have to choose between you and my mom, you know that blood is thicker than water.
I will give you some time to think about what you've said, because I sure as hell did not get threatened by my own husband. Hi, how are you doing today? Hi, Alicia. I'm feeling so much better today, but my joints are not that great. I was about to do some work in the garden, but I just cannot. There is not much work to be done, though. Must I come by and do the work, or I can send a gardener? Why waste money on a worker when my son's wife is here? How long are you going to stay at home and not work, though? I am looking for a job, but the market is not looking that good. At least I can use my skills as a career by taking care of you. No. Do not refer to you as some fragile patient. No, ma'am. I mean that since you're my mother-in-law and we're family, then taking care of you won't be a chore. Let me get up and eat something, then I'll come. Are you still in bed? It is high noon and you are in bed? Just get up and take a bath. We do not have that much time. After you're finished weeding my garden, you need to take me to church, and then I have a doctor's appointment later on. I also need you to order something for me on the internet on that eBasket website. I had a late night. That's why I'm still in bed, and it's barely 10 a.m. It's fine, I'll come without eating. We can order something to eat while I'm weeding the garden. Oh, and it's eBay. That's what I said. There are these pots that I saw, simply beautiful. Hurry up now. I do not have time. And that sister-in-law of yours is nowhere to be found. What a useless child. Of course, Mom. I'll be there immediately. Come back to the car this instant. You did not tell me that you had a doctor's appointment as well. I'm finished with mine and we have to go home. And why are you at the doctor's? You don't look sick to me. In fact, you look even plumper than before. We need to go home and buy stuff on eBasket or whatever it's called. Sorry, I cannot answer right now. I'm not feeling well. We'll text you when I come back. I am getting test results. Do not take all year. OMG, can you stop? I have been driving you around all day, and I have not eaten anything but your shitty nutrition bars. And now I feel like I'll faint as I wait for the doctor to give me the results of the test. And I think something is seriously wrong with me, so give me a break. Babe.
What?
I think your mom took my car and went somewhere.
What do you mean? You're supposed to be with her today.
I left her in the parking lot at the doctor's because she refused to wait in the waiting room. When I came out, the car was gone.
Why did you leave her alone? What is wrong with you, Alicia? I know that you don't like my mom, but are you going to let her drive around to who knows where when she's not even supposed to be driving? If anything happens to my mom, then you and I are done.
I am sorry, babe. It was for a few minutes.
Why were you at the doctor's? Her appointment was at 12. Now it's past 1. You should have finished a long time ago.
That is what I wanted to let you know. I have not been feeling well.
What do you have, a fever? The runs? You could have told me to pick up meds for you.
This is not fair. If your sister had been home, then she could have come with me and helped out.
My sister is studying.
Studying what? Partying?
Get a cab right now and search the whole town for my mom. If you do not find her by the end of the day, then don't come home. You make it harder to love you every day. You're so ignorant, it's disgusting. And stop apologizing. It will not fix anything. Find my mother.
Okay, Seb. She was at Betty's house having tea. I got her home safe, made some food for her, and now she's falling asleep.
What do you expect, a thank you?
But babe, she was the one who ran off after I told her to wait for me. I was waiting for the test results. I've been trying to tell you this for ages.
Now it's not the time. I am coming to see my mother and pick you up. Tonight, I am having drinks with a guy, so don't wait up for me.
But I have something important to tell you. I have been trying to tell you this all day. And you promised me that you would take me to have dinner tonight unless you forgot. Or we could stay in. I could cook us a good meal, run us a bubble bath. Maybe we could play board games, watch a movie, unwind.
No, I don't want to spend time with you. I'm upset with you right now. And do not try to act like an angel. I saw the chats between you and my mom. How could you speak to her like that?
But my dear, I apologized. I was under a lot of stress.
That does not excuse it. Do not wait up for me.
Okay, dear.
I want a divorce.
Honey, what happened? Where are you? I've been trying to call you for the past hour. What's going on? We can fix this. I'm sorry about what happened.
The truth is that I do not love you anymore. And I know that you're pregnant, so this is an asshole move from me, but I cannot do this anymore. You're not the kind of person that I want to be the mother of my kids.
What? You're divorcing me because of your mom? I've turned down how many jobs because you told me that I needed to take care of her for just a bit longer, while your sister, who should be taking care of her, is gallivanting the streets.
My sister is studying so that she can have a better life.
I have been taking care of her as well. Did she not tell you that she just failed her last semester and that I was the one who helped her appeal so that she can rewrite? Or the fact that when she comes home in the morning with hangovers, I'm the one who helps her hide it from her mom. What of the weekends I have had to sleep here because I am afraid that something will happen to your mom because your sister will not be home? I clean, cook, and wash their clothes, and then I go back home and do the same for you so that you can come home to a warm house.
Look, I do not want to be with you anymore, and what happened yesterday helped me decide. Also, can you please abort that baby? You cannot be that far along.
You idiot of a man! I have not been gaining weight because I am pregnant. I have been sick all along because I have been diagnosed with diabetes.
It's not such a big deal, right?
With the way I'm being overworked, the doctor told me it could be chronic. That is why I wanted to talk to you. I wanted us to make a plan, maybe for us to move back in with your mom so that I at least will not have to travel as much.
And why are you only telling me this now? People will think I'm an asshole.
You are. You're a stupid little man, Sebastian, a mommy's little boy, to the highest order. And the fact that you would ever suggest that I should terminate if I had been pregnant, do you know that my blood pressure was through the roof when I went to the doctor?
I do not care about all that. I am going to send my sister to come to fetch my clothes. You better have them packed. I'm moving back in with my mom. I have been wanting to do this for months, but I fear that you might be pregnant. You have gained so much weight and become unattractive.
And who will look after your mom?
My sister and I will do it.
Okay, Seb, we're going to get divorced as it appears that you do not want me anymore. Hi, how are you, bro?
Hey, sis, what's up? We have not spoken in ages. How is my brother-in-law? You guys should visit soon.
Sebastian asked for a divorce today.
What? But you two are happy. What is it, another woman?
I do not know, but now I want to come back home and stay. I do not know what I will get out of the divorce, but I feel like there's a better health care in our hometown than here.
Are you sick?
I found out that I have diabetes yesterday. I was with his mother when I got the test results, so I told her to wait in the car. When I came back out, she had driven off to her friend's house. When I told him, he was extremely upset with me and called me names. When I found his mother, he did not thank me. He blamed me for everything.
Are you not working?
No, I told you I was working so that you wouldn't worry, but he has not allowed me to work. Every night I clean his house, and then early in the morning I go to his mom's house and clean, then come back and cook him a meal. If she calls, even if it's 2 a.m., I'm the one who gets up to go see her, because he'll have work the following day.
This is sick. Why did you not tell me?
I was afraid that you would tell me that you told me so. I know you're not his biggest fan.
I have never been a fan of any man that is involved with my little sister, you know that. But if I knew that scoundrel was treating you like a glorified maid, I would have beaten him black and blue. What will you do now?
I do not have money. I have some for medication, but insurance pays for so little insulin. I will try to find a job, maybe get a pro bono divorce lawyer, and at least get some alimony.
Do not worry about the divorce lawyer and the costs, and please let me know when you run out of money for food and your meds. I am sorry that I did not notice that you were going through this, but it's over now, my sister.
Thank you.
We will talk soon.
Guess who came to my work today?
Who?
My ex and his new girlfriend.
What do they want?
Since I blocked them everywhere, they tracked me down to find the remedy I used to make his mom for her arthritis. His girlfriend did not seem happy to see me.
Did you give them?
No. I'm not related to them anymore. Have they forgotten how they treated me? I was left with nothing after he moved out. I had to go through months of divorce where I thought I was going to walk away with nothing. But thanks to you and my lawyer, I never lost my strength. And now I'm back home where my family is.
I am sorry that you had to see that scumbag. Make sure he's banned from ever coming to your workplace ever again. How dare he after all that he put you through, so that he could marry a woman who was the exact copy of his mom.
Oh my word, you are wicked.
Do not tell me that you did not notice. Even the dressing is the same. You would think that he would have gotten an upgrade, not a downgrade.
And I heard that his sister no longer lives with them anymore, after he started being controlling to her. But enough about them. I have a date tonight.
Yes, finally. You are back in the dating scene.
Only after being forced by my own brother and my friends.
We are only looking out for you. Or you have everything now. A new apartment, a job, and your health.
You were right. That man was holding me back big time. Alicia ended up meeting a very kind man that she is still dating. She currently works at an old age home taking care of old people. She sold the house that she and Sebastian had and moved back to her hometown. Sebastian is still dating a controlling woman who is just like his mom, and he is even more miserable than ever now.